Okay. It's right there.
Test.
Yeah.
This is Beach Talk Radio.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain speaking, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, and the atomic attack alarm.
Live from Peach Time Out in the heart of Times Square. You're listening to Beach Talk Radio with Kim and Ed Ryan.
And a good morning, everybody, and welcome to Beach Talk Radio. This is episode number 210. It is Shrimp Festival weekend. And before we get to our first guest, who is the Grand Marshal of the parade, what we like to do is thank all of our sponsors, and there's plenty of sponsors to go around, and we've got a couple of new sponsors. Our two newest sponsors are Fort Myers Beach Realty. Thank you to Jesse Titus. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Beach Talk Radio on Facebook and YouTube. Would you like a card? We have cards if you'd like a card. Dear, you're supposed to have the cards for. Oh, here you go. You can listen right here. You can take a card out of that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, my number's on there too. Would you like to call me sometime?
If you call him, you have to take him home with you.
No, you need to take one of the big cards. If you take one of the big cards. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can watch it. We're going to be doing the parade and the whole thing. Facebook. You have the Facebook and all that? You have the Facebook? All right. You have where are you from? Minnesota. Another lady from Minnesota. Thank you and have a lovely parade day. All right, and our second new sponsor is Coastal Vacation Properties, and that's Peter Albert. We appreciate him for coming on board. And our longtime local business supporters, Fort Myers Tiki Tours, Nervous Nellies. Am I boring you or something? You're on your phone there.
No, you don't have my microphone on, so I have to keep adjusting it.
Well, now that you're a Friday Night Pro, you know how to do things yourself. You don't need my help or anything. All right. Also, Margaritas, State Insurance USA, Sun Palace Vacations, La Ola Restaurant, Tuckaway Cafe, Blue Ribbon Events, Beach Pottery, Shuckers, the Farmers Market at Beach Baptist, Island Carts FMB, JPS Vacation Rentals, and Peach Time Out. And I'm going to let Kim introduce our guest, and I'm going to make sure the sound is okay. Go ahead, wife. Introduce our first guest of the day. Nice and close.
Well, he's a returning guest, so you've been on quite a few times. This is Alex King. Oh, and we have
Christy.
One of our longtime listeners,
Christy
Christy Hennessy, and she is dressed up.
Wow, John, back north.
What an outfit.
What an outfit. And what a photo bomb of I just did Alex's intro and then you came on.
Get
this
over
is
here
not
on that
Alex
side. Go on
King.
that side.
This is
Come
Alex
on over.
King.
But it's apropos.
We're saying it.
And this is Christy in her tutu. So we love that.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much.
I'm with Margaritaville.
So Alex
love your
is
hat.
the grand poobah, as you say, of the parade.
I need the folks out there to let me know if the sound's okay, because Jill says it's a little blurry, but I think I have everything set up right. So
The
those
sound
of you,
is blurry or the video?
Oh, the video. I don't know about that, but
Well, there's
you guys,
nothing you can do about
right?
that.
You guys, let us know if everything sounds okay. So, Alex,
Yes.
you are
Woo!
Christy is on her way to Margarita. She's got the parrot hat on. Very nice.
And I will pick up my Margaritaville shirt, but yeah.
Yes.
You gotta
represent.
There you go. She's got her
I'm going to
Margaritaville
go
shirt.
get my pink Margaritaville shirt to walk in the parade.
Nice tutu, by the
Well,
way.
I'm sure they're playing your music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the music
Oh,
was
yeah,
crazy.
And again, thank you so much. The whole island thanks you
Thank you,
for
Cindy.
everything that you're doing.
Yes, thank you, Alex.
Huge. Thank you.
Now,
Thank you very
Alex
much.
only has
Now I
15
shall
minutes. Alex only has 15 minutes because he has to get to the parade. He's the Grand Marshal of the parade, which is pretty cool, Alex.
Does that mean you go first in the parade or last?
I think it might be first, but I got to find the car.
Right. He
You
doesn't
don't have
know.
a car yet?
Well, he doesn't know what he's riding in.
Which one I'm riding in.
I think you should get one of those little teeny tiny cars. Those things look fun, like a little clown car.
Absolutely.
A little shrimp car.
Shrimp car would be perfect.
That was the first question I asked you. What are you riding in so that we could see you? And you're not sure yet. But I'm sure the parade organizers are. Now, your wife is is that your wife?
Nina.
She's kind of stalking you or something. Nina, come on over here. Get in the camera. Come on over. Get in front here. You're going to be over here. Nina is Alex's wife.
Hi.
How many years now? How many years?
2009, 13.
13
May.
years.
13.
Very nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, how did you two meet?
On the same street, Coconut Drive. I was just telling a client of ours how I met him. His dad set me up.
His
Oh,
dad.
really?
His dad set you up.
Set me up. Came, interview with me, and he was looking for a wife for his son.
I see.
And lo and behold,
You had to do an interview, huh?
Are you from like Afghanistan or something, Alex? Or I mean,
I would think I would, but this is all coordinated.
was he too shy? Is that what it was? So this is an
Alex?
arranged. So this is an arranged marriage, is what you're
It
telling
is
us.
not.
No,
Wow.
yes, it was. But Alex was married to the world. He loved the world.
I see.
So they wanted to hunker him down by
I see. How do you
finding
make
the one.
love to the world, Alex? I mean, how do you do that?
Travel and cruising,
Yeah.
and eating, and
You know,
drinking.
I was listening to, I think it was Stan and Haney yesterday, and they were talking about a guy that retired on like he lives on a cruise ship. 20 years ago, he bought some kind of cabin on a cruise ship, and that's his home.
He bought it?
Like he travels, he just goes on the cruise all the time. Obviously, before COVID, and
I love it.
would you do that with your hips again? What's that? Are you a dancer of some sort?
Oh yes, I
what
do.
kind of salsa dancer?
I know.
What kind
Belly-
of dancer? Oh,
belly-
We knew a belly
We
dancer
used
back
to-
in the
yes,
day.
Yes, she.
Not
yep.
anymore.
You don't belly dance anymore?
Not
Come on,
anymore.
belly dance a little bit.
I,
You could do a little belly dance.
I did.
Yeah.
I just did.
She
How,
did do a little
Now,
belly
were you a
dancing.
professional belly dancer? Like you got
No,
paid
no,
for it?
just
Did you have
love
all
it,
the
love it.
jingly things?
Yeah, I do. I do have them.
Yeah.
And I have this just a scarf you tie to your waist
With all
but
the
not-
Nothing else.
angles on
Nothing
it?
else
Yeah.
on. Just a
Yeah.
scarf, completely naked underneath.
No,
nothing.
no.
Oh, you have undies on or some kind
We
of bikini.
completely dressed.
Oh, dressed with a scarf on. I see. I
Yeah.
see. Alex, this is crazy. I didn't know your wife was a nude belly dancer.
Oh,
That's
my
crazy.
do not
goodness.
put that out
Oh,
there.
I know how to pick them.
That's for sure,
Your
Alex.
dad
Yeah.
knows how to pick them.
Very cool.
But not anymore. I'll tell you that. Thank you so much for inviting me to the
Oh,
show. Here is
Yes.
Alex.
All right. Wow. Alex, I don't know why we invited you on. For crying out loud, we need to have your wife on.
She's a star.
Yeah.
Now, where is it? She has an accent. So, what is the accent? Is she
Well, she's from Armenia and Iraq.
okay? All right,
Armenia
She's
and
the,
Iraq.
Armenia.
She speaks fluent Aramaic, which is the oldest Christian language there is out
Wow.
of the Bible.
All right. Now,
Wow.
for
We
everybody
should have
that's
had her do some of that.
for
I'm
everybody
telling ya.
for everybody that's wondering what's going on behind us, it's a 5K race is about to begin. It's 7 minutes after 9. I don't think they started on time, but I don't know if anyone cares about seeing the runners go by. But
Are they going to come down this far?
I think they are. I remember coming down this far when I ran it in record time for an old fat
Oh,
guy.
please.
Yeah. And so
think you came
the
in
5K goes from now until 10. The parade starts at 10. Alex is the Grand Marshal on the parade. Now, how did you become the Grand Marshal? Did somebody call you up and say, we would like you to be the Grand Marshal? Is that how it works?
Yes, that's how it worked. I had no idea this was going to happen. What a great honor to be the Grand Marshal of the returning
Oh,
Shrimp Festival Parade after
Yeah.
3
Yeah,
years.
this
I mean,
is-
really.
Yeah. This is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this
people were
is-
ready to get out, Alex.
Yep.
Oh,
Now,
it's like
Alex-
New Year's Eve all over again.
Yep.
Now, Alex, is that your real name, Alex King? Is that your real
John
name?
Alexander.
John
King.
Alexander King. Hi, guys. More people, more fans. Somebody's
Oh,
been
he's
gonna be
doing some
calling you.
business on the
I
side
see.
here.
Is he calling him? because he's a real estate agent, or is he calling because he wants a donation?
I think
that's
real
what-
estate.
Was that
I
a
think
like
real
a
estate.
house deal you just did?
That was like a client referral.
How
thing.
much-
These happen
what-
all the time.
what
Probably
kind-
$1 million or so.
Million
Yeah.
for the house or the money he's
It's a condo.
I see.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
see. So, Alex, the King Foundation is
Mhm.
very generous, by the way. Real quick, tell our 9 listeners across the country, across this fruited plain of the United States of America. I lost track. Oh, my question was
Yes.
going to be how the King Foundation was founded, how it came about.
Okay. It was founded when we sold our company about 13 years ago. And for the past 12 years, we've been supporting the mental health industry. Help one of the founding members of the Hope Clubhouse in Fort Myers. There's a great editorial article in the Beach Observer just yesterday. And
Is that a newspaper?
Yes.
They still print newspapers?
They do, but
Where-
the radio's much better.
I thank you very
Yes.
much.
Oh,
Where can you
my
pick up one of
gosh.
those things,
I think they're
thingamajigs?
I think they're all
delivered or
over.
in the
Oh, I see.
boxes everywhere.
Those free boxes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Newspaper free. Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm gonna
So
get. I gotta
back
get my
to
hand on it
the-
so I can read it.
Yes, there you go. And just upon my family's passing over the past couple of years, the foundation created the charity, and we just started last summer
Mhm.
to be able to give some money away to the local organizations.
And
Yeah, some you've
well,
been given.
I know.
some.
I saw.
That's for sure.
How much? If you mind me asking, you don't have to answer this. Seriously, you don't have to.
Mhm.
Like,
Wow,
over the
he
last-
never says that.
right? Because it's different than asking someone how much
Sure.
money they make. How much have you given away over the last year?
How much has the foundation given away?
Well, the foundation gave away $566,000. I've
Wow.
only given away 1/3 of that. Each brother gives away approximately 200,000.
Like, is there a
Wow.
limit to it, or is there like, are you going to run
Well,
out, or
there's
is it keep?
Every year, we'll be able to give some away. It's just a percentage, 5% of the value.
of the total?
That's
But you
what
have
the
it
rules are.
invested too, so it's
It's all
probably growing,
invested,
right?
yes.
So it's going to
Mhm.
continue to
So
grow.
we hope it continues to grow.
A Beach Talk Radio is
So-
a 501(c)(3). I don't know if you knew that.
Well, thanks for
I mean,
telling
it
me.
feels like it is.
Yeah.
It's technically it's not, but
Yeah.
no, I'm not asking for money.
So-
She likes to ask for money.
So you're one of 3.
One of 3 brothers.
Okay,
Yes.
and they're not in the area? They're kind of
One's
spread
in
around.
Naples, one's
Oh,
in
okay.
Bonita Springs,
Oh, okay.
and they're doing their own special
Yeah.
interests. And my focus, I live here, breathe,
Right.
eat here, is Fort
Awesome.
Myers Beach.
So
Well, that's
I
fantastic.
saw you gave some. I thought the road was closed. I saw you gave some money to the Restore the Arches Foundation. You
Yes.
gave
20, 30.
20, and we have another 10,000 matching if
that's
they
right.
up to the meet that by
What
April
was the very
23rd.
last one you gave money to? I saw pictures of that. You can't
well,
remember. There's so many of
Well,
them.
I just have new money coming out.
Yeah,
We're doing a $12,500 donation to the Mountain House Gala,
nice.
where we have the other 10,000 for the Arches. We have 20,000 for Lovers Key.
They have a big gala coming up too
Yeah,
this month.
you're going to be
Yes.
there, right?
Yeah,
You're
we'll
probably
be
the
there.
grand marshal of that too, right?
Oh,
You're going to be
well,
at the
no.
head table.
We'll be a VIP, but there's many other folks
we're going to be
contributing.
VIP. So
Yes, we're going to see you there.
we didn't pay for it. Somebody's paying our way.
Nice.
I mean, we're podcasters.
Somebody
after all.
donated those for
There
us.
you
Yes,
go.
yes.
Uh,
And we're very appreciative of those folks.
So we got 3 minutes left, Alex.
Mhm.
If people, I don't want people to be beggars or just come. I mean, you probably have people knocking on your door all the time that don't deserve money, asking for money, right? Because some people are just moochers, right?
Well, they could be, but there's great organizations already in place. Fort Myers Beach Community
Right.
Foundation.
No, I don't mean
Women's
the
club.
foundations. I mean
Yeah.
somebody that's just thinks you have money and calls
why
you. You
are
have.
you?
I just want people to know they shouldn't do that. If you're not a charitable organization, leave them alone. I mean,
Well, I think you only go through those.
Yeah,
Right?
but I'll refer them to the right
Right.
place if they're in need. And
Right.
that's who we're
I
trying
see.
to help, those in need.
Right.
how do we fix the homeless problem? What's the answer to that, Alex?
And you have 1 minute to
Yeah.
figure the answer
How do
to
you
that.
fix the homeless problem in 90 seconds?
In 90 seconds, support the mental illness program,
Okay,
help them find their own higher power,
right.
and lots
Is that
of
a
lots
God
of,
thing? Is that what you mean by
it
that?
could be
God?
a god, it could be a sailboat, it could be whatever they want.
A sailboat.
Well, whatever their higher power they choose.
Right, right.
Oh, they're going to do the
It could be
turnaround
something
right
in
here.
the
Look at how cool
universe.
that is.
Yeah.
Now, Belly Dancers of America, is that a 501(c) or is that a profitable organization?
We're gonna have to check into
Yeah.
that. Could be. We need to support it for
Because
sure.
yeah, for sure, I think you want to
She
donate
is
to that one, right? 'Cause
off
the more,
camera.
I mean, the more belly dancers we see, the better America's going to be. I mean,
I'm going to
what's-
flip flip that camera around on
Happy
you.
wife and happy life.
Right now, I've totally lost my train of thought, but that's a normal thing. Now, will you be throwing candy out or dollar bills when you're in the parade?
We do a lot of waving, I hope, and a lot of smiles.
Yeah, this is it's such a long time coming. 2 years off, and the Lions Club. This is a huge fundraiser for them, and to have to scratch and claw for the last 2 years, and finally to look at that. A parking lot full of vendors and the slight chance of some rain today, even though it's going to go through quick. It's so nice to have everybody down here. So it's, do you live on the beach?
I live on a beach at the south end of the island.
And where all the cool people live, right?
Yeah. Oh, we got two jet skis.
I remembered my question. Are you going to run for office?
Myself, I'm more of a laid back, behind the scenes
Alex,
guy.
there was a slight delay in that answer.
Maybe his wife is gonna run.
Oh, I'm real happy where I am and what I'm doing. And
Is that a
giving to the
hard no?
community.
Is that a hard no?
Hard no. I'm real happy where I am. in
What
the
about the
community.
belly dancer? You think she might run for the town
She's
council?
a celebrity. You never know.
Would you like, Nina, would you like to run for the town council? You don't have to do much, just some belly dancing.
That was a quick no.
No, because we always, when you involve in politics,
Yeah.
you'll have some people like you, some don't.
Yeah.
But when you're not involved, you have everybody loving you,
yep.
liking
Right.
you.
That's
Yeah.
the way it is
Very
for
well
me.
said.
That's the way
Very
it is for
well
me.
said.
All the
Very
people
well
love me
said.
too, Nina. I know what you're talking about.
No, that's
Yeah.
not true.
Well, Alex, we know you got to get going. It's 9:15 on the nose. So
Thank you so much for the hats.
Ladies and
Thank you
gentlemen,
so
the
much.
Grand Marshal of the 20,022 parade, Alex
What?
King from the King
Oh.
Foundation. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much.
We hope you make it down there in
2,000.
time and find your ride.
I'll find my ride.
Yes, Alex King, everybody. And don't go knocking on his door looking for money, all you people out there. Before we get to our next guest, I do need to tell you, I'm going to turn this. It's not very high tech here today, everybody. I think the hat is throwing me off. Got to tell you a little bit about some of our sponsors while my wife hobnobs. Of course, I want to tell you about our friends at Beach Pottery. They've been one of our sponsors for a very long time. We love Alana and Kurt. They do a fabulous job down there at Beach Pottery, staying out of the way of all the crazy traffic accidents that happen right in their front door. So stop on down to the Beach Pottery. They're located at 17980 San Carlos. But dear, we're going to switch things around. 5 more minutes, okay? Thank you. Have a seat right there in seat number 3. San Carlos Boulevard. They've got pots, and more pots at Beach Pottery, imported from Vietnam. A lot of purchases directly from manufacturers. So they have the best pricing in town, as well as the best selection. Over an acre of pots, furniture, and artwork. Lots more outside. They got a carver guy that carves things up and makes nice things that you can put in the backyard or on the front porch or in the back porch or in your lanai or wherever you hang out and drink beer or pina coladas or mimosas, all that. So check out Beach Pottery. And right now, as the wife makes her way back, we're gonna save Ellie for last so that she can go and tell us about the long history of Fort Myers Beach. Have a seat, dear. Introduce yourself to our audience, please.
Hi, my name is Angela Hager.
There's Angela right there,
Hello,
everybody.
Angela. Welcome to the show.
Angela got in touch with us during the week. I don't know what was going on. I was probably doing some posting on Facebook about the Shrimp Festival, and you said you got some Shrimp Festival glasses that you made.
Yep.
So
You
tell us
made
about
them?
tell us.
Oh, those are adorable.
Crafty glasses, and we have lots to share.
All right, share. Show us what you got. Where you get them, and
We've got some little clips. We've got some hair clips. We've got glasses, visors, little shrimp earrings, which turned out adorable.
They are
all
adorable.
kinds of shrimp
Are
stuff.
those like
Floors.
the fishing? Oh,
Yep.
awesome. Awesome. And there's
What
They're
float is that?
authentic, right out of the tackle box.
Very nice.
they are cute.
Now-
So now the glasses, is that something you put on your own glasses or you buy the glasses with them on there?
Nope, we have the glasses all ready to go. We have them in orange and black, some white ones, some blue ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that idea?
I just thought there's not enough shrimp merchandise in the world. And what can I do until I walked up and down the craft aisle enough and I thought, I'm just going to make some.
Yeah. So pipe cleaners.
How many pair of glasses do you have on you today?
We have about 65 pairs of glasses.
Nice.
Wow.
And where can people find you if they want to buy a pair?
We're just roaming up and down the streets. We've got our little suitcase full of merchandise and just hit us up.
Now, do you have a sign that says you're selling glasses or something, or there's no way you're just going to try and stop people and say, I have glasses if you need them?
3 years ago when I made the first 2 pairs, everybody stopped us and asked us where we got them. So that's why I thought might as well.
Kind of an indication, right? Like,
might as well say, oh, I have some now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Will you be selling them online, or you have a shop or anything where people might be able to get them after?
I haven't, but I sure could.
Okay. All right. So how can people get in touch with you after, like, say they're watching, or, they don't have money on them?
You can look for me on your comment. You can hit me up on Facebook or Messenger.
How do they find you there? It's just your name, or?
Yep, Angie Hager.
Angie Hager. And you live on the beach too, don't you?
Just off of the beach.
I see, down by the Main Street
Indian
area.
Creek.
I
How
see.
do you spell your last name?
Hager.
Very cool. Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for stopping in and
Thanks
showing
for
us the
having
glasses,
me.
and good
Those
luck
are
with selling the
really,
glasses.
really
Which way
cute.
will you be heading if people are listening to the show?
We're just kind of walking up and down, back and forth during the parade and stuff, just looking for the crowds.
Very nice.
Looking for the people without any
Shrimp stuff on.
shrimp stuff on.
And say, hey, you need a pair of sunglasses.
I
Shrimp
know.
swag.
Shrimp swag. Exactly.
Well,
Boom.
Good luck, Angie. I
Thank you.
apologize for my wife's behavior. She
No,
gets a
I
little
love
crazy
it.
sometimes. Angie Hager,
Yes.
everybody. She has the shrimp glasses, and you can find her here on the beach for the next few hours if you need a pair of sunglasses and other shrimp paraphernalia, like
Perfect.
pipe cleaners or ear cleaners, or you can use them
Yeah,
from
she's
whatever.
got
I
pins.
got
Pins.
pins and earrings and hair clips.
Awesome.
And visors.
And visors.
Thank you.
Very nice. All right, Angie, thanks so much
All
for stopping
right.
by. We
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
much.
me.
All right, everybody. We are broadcasting live from the Sea Gypsy, by the way. We are at the Sea Gypsy, which is on Estero Boulevard.
I like
And-
our hats.
And we have the special hats, and we did get a
well,
couple
after
of
your pathetic begging,
right. Somebody posted on there. I might try and switch over to my phone during
really?
this first hour just to see what happens. So you guys, let's
just
do
because of the
this.
video is
They're
rough.
saying it's blurry.
Yeah.
So let's try to
Yeah.
switch over
Do
to
you
my
have it
phone.
on your phone, like what is that? A hotspot?
Not yet, but I am going to try the hotspot. And then when you guys out there see the difference, just type in the chat box if we should, because I want Ellie to be crystal clear. She's got some great information.
Oh, so you're gonna do that now?
I'm going to switch over. I think I can switch over right now. And then
Do you want me to put my hotspot on? Sorry, folks. This is such a
it's a low tech kind of
yeah,
show.
it's
I
a-
mean, you really don't care about our show as much as you care about the
well,
parade.
people do want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how does it look? Does it look okay? I mean, are you just listening, or do you care what the guests look like? I do want to
Well,
make
they
sure the
want to be able
parade
to
is
see
crystal
the parade.
clear. So
Yeah.
we'll test that out for sure. All right, dear. Why don't you grab Ellie, and
All
I'll
right.
tell
You
everybody.
don't want me to do my thing?
What thing is that?
Put my phone on the
Put your
hotspot.
phone on. No, not
Okay.
yet. Oh, there's my phone right there. So I'm going to do a quick switch and just see what happens. And switch over. There we go. There was a switch over there. So you guys let me know which one was better. And there was a question about where we got the hats. Well, we got the hats from today. I came at 6 o'clock to beat the crowd, and I got my hat from Bernard at the Lions King because they got a shipment in at the last minute. If you were listening to the show a few weeks ago, they didn't have enough hats, but then they got a shipment in at the last minute. It's worse. Okay, we'll go back. It looks the same. We'll go back. Hey, you guys, it's not Pete's Time Out where they have the high-tech Wi-Fi. So we're going to connect to that. And for me, but
Come on, Greg.
he didn't come up with anything. And so this morning, Alex King brought a hat for the wife, and that's where we got our hats. I don't think they're selling those hats. I just think they're
No,
like
I know.
collector's
And I think
items.
I think the thing is that they just couldn't get enough because of the supply chain issue. Because
Right.
otherwise, I think they would have made them available for purchase.
All right, they're all confusing me over there. I don't know which works better, but it doesn't matter because they can hear loud and clear. And Ellie Bunting.
Somebody said it's much clearer.
Okay. Ellie Bunting is joining us. Ellie, I have been looking for somebody and trying to talk to people about the history of Fort Myers Beach for the longest time. And then I saw your name pop up because you're doing a presentation next week, right?
Right, on Monday.
And it's going to be at the library?
Right.
And you have been here on Fort Myers Beach. You're involved on Fort Myers Beach for a couple of years.
1953.
19.
Wow.
There's no way.
Yep.
You don't look like you should
I
be.
know, I was not even born then, but no.
Oh, I believe that.
I was
Your husband,
too.
is that your husband behind there
Yeah.
laughing?
Yeah.
He's laughing at me. Don't worry about it. So you know all the skeletons and all the history of Fort Myers Beach. Right now, in 1953, there was really hardly anything down here. It was a place
Well,
for.
why don't you let her tell us
Yeah,
what
it's
was
called
here?
a lead-in, dear. It's called a lead-in.
Yeah, it's okay.
It was where a lot of the military came to visit, right?
In the 40s and 44.
Oh, 40s.
After
Gotcha.
the war. Or
Sorry.
during the war,
Hello?
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
In
just that's what Lee
53,
Melsick told me.
That was past that time, but a lot of them came back.
Yeah.
They were here, stationed here. They came to the beach. They liked the beach, and they came back. After
So where
the
did
war.
you live back in the day?
I lived in Red Coconut for 14 years.
Where the
The trailer park. We had a trailer on the front row. It's a great
Wow.
place to grow up.
But you live somewhere else now, or still there?
Well, I'm not at Red Coconut anymore. My parents bought a house on Chapel Street. My mother had a kindergarten.
Very cool.
So when I was 14, we moved there, and then my husband and I built a house on Indian
With your
Bayou.
bare hands.
Yep.
Nice, very
Yep.
nice. So is it
Now,
like
you
a?
said-
It must be one of
Let me
those
ask-
historic cottages.
That is right.
Now, you said your mom had a kindergarten. Was she a kindergarten teacher?
Yeah, she had a private. There were 2 private kindergartens on the island.
Oh, wow.
Sue Davison had one, Sandcastle, and my mother had the Jack and Jill.
Huh. And where were they located? I mean, where was the Jack and Jill located?
Jack and Jill was at the house on Chapel Street. That's why we moved, because she wanted to start she bought the kindergarten from another woman, or
Okay.
they gave it to her or something. And we needed a place to have it, so it was underneath the Chapel Street house.
And just a kindergarten. How many kids were on the beach back then?
Oh, actually, there are a lot more kids than there are now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I read at one time there were like 350 kids at the beach school,
Whoa.
and now they don't even have like 90.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah.
amazing.
All right, just for everybody that wants to know what's going on, the 5K started, and here comes our first runner. I know you can't see it, but here comes our first. That guy doesn't
go,
look.
Go.
He doesn't look young. It's not one of the kids. Like usually, it's the
That's
high
not one
school
of the
kids that are
kids.
smoking by, but that guy was not breathing heavy or anything like that. All right,
He's
so
going at a nice clip.
oh, for sure. So Ellie, tell us. I'm going to switch back.
About 55 years from 1875 to 1959.
You're gonna. Did you say 1875? So how did you do the research for that?
Luckily, we've got a lot of good books. Marshal wrote the book, The History of Fort Myers Beach. News Press has articles back to the 1800s.
About the beach.
Well, you got to search for them, but they're in there, yeah. So I've read all the books, and I've just been collecting information for a long time.
What is the most fascinating thing history-wise about the beach that you can tell us? It doesn't have to be part of the presentation. What are your thoughts on how the beach has evolved over the years?
Well, it's changed. It wasn't a major tourist destination back
Right,
then.
right.
It was more local people. We had a lot of things on the beach you could buy a refrigerator on the beach. You could buy women's clothes on the
A
beach.
refrigerator?
You could buy kids' clothes on the beach. There were so many businesses that weren't tourist driven because it was so far to go into Fort Myers. I mean, it was
Right. It was
And
like
it-
its own
a
little
day-
community
a day,
down here,
a day
right?
drive to get in there. So
Really?
there was more and more stuff to do on the island. I mean,
Is that because it was a horse and buggy, or what was it? Why would it take a day to get into Fort Myers?
well, there was San Carlos Boulevard ran into McGregor, and that was the only way. There was no Summerlin. There was a 41, but
I see.
we always took McGregor down, and
Were there horse and buggies back then, or were they?
no, we were a little better
Good
than that.
Yeah.
gosh.
Or was
I
it,
apologize.
No, I mean I don't know. It's the brain damage from falling.
No, they had cars, but it took a while.
Yeah.
And
What was your first car that you ever owned? You remember?
well, my very first car was a Buick Skylark or something like that.
Wow,
Wow.
Buick.
Hmm.
Imagine having that now. What it would be worth?
Well,
How much gas it would suck up now
I
too?
had a '68 Camaro. That was my
Ooh,
Nice.
that
Is that
is
like-
I wish
nice.
I'd never sold that. That
Like a
was really
T-top
nice.
thing or a convertible
It
thing?
wasn't
Or?
a convertible. It was a Rally Sport. 327.
Oh, I love
It was
those.
beautiful
Lots of
car.
kids coming by now. It's a big turnout here, dear. I didn't see Glenn, our friend Glenn. He didn't come by, or he would have already been in first place. Yeah. So, Ellie,
Can I ask a question?
oh, please do, dear. I would
Okay.
like for you to ask at least
So-
one question today.
South of Red Coconut, what was down there at that time when you were growing up?
Not much. The road, the paved road ended at Connecticut. And then
Oh.
there was a kind of a shell road that went down to the Catholic Church. And then there was a dirt road that went the rest of the way down.
Now, were there any houses down there, or could you just like ride your bike down there?
You could go down there. There wasn't much.
Uh-huh.
In the 50s, they were just starting to develop
In the
that
fif-
end.
okay.
That end, yeah.
All righty. I'll let you guys decide whether you want to watch the runners or watch us, and we'll just keep chatting with Ellie about the history, and you can watch the race going on out there. The beach incorporated in 95 or 96, and that really changed things down here. Before that, it was run basically by the county. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I think that was the 5th time we tried to incorporate.
No kidding.
First time was like in the 30s. The first time they
Wow.
brought it up. I wasn't for it when it first brought up, and but I think it was a good decision.
Yeah.
I would admit that I was wrong.
Yeah. Do you like the way it's being run now, that it's a local government? And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're a historian. Is it okay if I call you that? The
Sure.
historian? Yeah. And so you must be good at name dropping. You know everybody on the beach, right? Like who fit in your category that would know what fills your brain? Give us a comparison of some other brains that know the history of the beach.
Oh, AJ Bassett.
Of course. I interviewed
her.
her at her house once. It was
Yep.
crazy. She was showing me posters. Her dog was running all over the place. She's got a nice house on a busy street that's surrounded by vacation rentals, unfortunately. But she's so nice. She's a nice person.
She's
Very
amazing.
nice. Yeah.
Amazing. And Fran Santini.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think we've ever had the
Pleasure of that.
pleasure of interviewing her. Who else? Lee? Is Lee on
Lee
that?
Melsick. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Lee went to school with me.
Yeah.
I don't see him very much, but yeah, I know he's
Right.
very knowledgeable.
What about Anita?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know Anita? You hang out together? You
I
guys
don't hang out with her, but
drink
I
wine
ran
maybe?
for town council once, and
You did?
yeah,
Would you like to do it again?
never,
No,
Yeah,
no.
There's a couple of seats that are up for election
I
this
learned my
year.
lesson. That was not fun.
Yes, I just did. Oh, Michelle, former city clerk, asked if you were going to run.
Oh.
Before we asked,
Really?
I just looked over there and she said, ask her, what will it take for you to run? I mean,
Oh, there is nothing.
Is there any committee that you would like to be on? Like that you would be
I
interested in
don't.
serving?
Yeah, I
on?
would serve on a committee. The historic preservation obviously would be something. The library board I would be interested in. I'm getting ready to retire, so once I retire, I might make.
yeah, run for council.
No, never again. That was.
Did you win?
No, I lost by 128 votes.
Oh, what a crock of shit
I
that
know,
is!
that
I mean,
was terrible.
what happened? It was probably rigged.
It was stolen.
It was a
stolen
man
from
that
you.
beat me.
Damn, man. There's too many men
Women
anyway.
couldn't win here for years.
Really?
Really?
Anita got on, and then it was years. Terry Kane was appointed. Roxy Smith ran. She lost.
Yeah.
Some other woman that was an accountant ran, and she lost.
It's like I tell my daughter every
It's
day,
like-
men are pigs. It's just disgusting
well,
how
I don't know
the
about
women
that,
don't get
but-
a chance in this town. Imagine if the town was run by 5 women. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
What would it be better or worse, Ellie? Why are you
Oh, it would have
hesitating
to be-
on that?
it would have to
Okay,
be
you
better.
should not have hesitated at all on that.
I didn't want to insult anybody.
Wow, we didn't say anyone specific. I mean, I like this town council. I think they're doing a good job, don't you? Or
Oh, yeah.
not?
I honestly have not followed local politics for a while.
Good
I
for
kinda
you.
burned out on it.
good for you. There's a lot of people running with tutus on. Would you ever run a 5K with a tutu on? Have you ever worn a tutu?
You know, actually, they used to have this race where you dressed up and you ran down to the pier,
Yeah.
the pier, the bridge,
Yeah.
and then you did a canoe ride, a race across the
Oh,
bridge.
Yeah.
And I remember doing that in a formal gown because you had to dress up.
A formal gown, like
I
a wedding
love
gown.
that
Wedding- yeah, or
idea.
like a prom gown or one of those
I
things.
love that idea.
It was fun.
They should bring that back.
I know.
Everybody
So
was
you-
running in gowns.
You ran down,
Sounds
ran
like
down.
got in a canoe or a kayak
Kayak and kayak, I don't know where.
over, and then that was it, or did you have to run back?
No, I think it
That
ended
was it?
wherever the race was over.
Sounds like
I love that.
it sounds like an
idea.
insurance nightmare.
Do you
to me.
remember what it was called?
No, I don't remember anything about it, but somewhere I
Oh.
got a picture of us.
It's it sounds like did you like have to hike the dress up so you didn't trip over it when you were running?
Oh yeah.
That's too much
Yeah.
work.
I remember we did a mud run one time, and some girl did it in her wedding gown.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Clearly,
She was on the way out.
on the way out.
Right.
But she made a point of saying, "Yep, this is my way." I was like, "Wow, that's one way to go out."
Were they voting? Were they counting votes with Dominion machines back when you
Oh,
were?
stop.
I didn't say. Somebody typed
Oh,
that
I
on
know,
there.
but I should have
Somebody.
protested
That's not
it.
a real person. I don't think. Who's Spiderfly? So, what do you think of this this whole shrimp festival idea? You think it'll work?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's been around forever.
I know. How many have you gone to?
Oh,
Dang, 64. This is
I
the
think it-
64th.
yeah. So I've probably been to most of them.
Yeah. You don't look like you should be around this long. What do you do to stay in shape? I mean, what is it that's
I
going
bike.
on with you?
I bike a lot.
Do you wear a helmet?
Yes, I do.
Nice, very nice. Is it a bike with a motor on it, or
Well, for years I just bought an e-bike just recently.
these dudes are walking? Hey, it's a 5K. There's no walking. Stop walking. The girls are passing you. Oh, you guys aren't even out of breath. Stop walking. It's a 5K. What's wrong with them?
They're
What
doing
kind
it for fun.
That's not fun. They're walking. They're not
They're
even out of
doing it
breath.
for
You see
fun.
the little girls were passing.
You
him.
don't
That's-
know their mental thing.
That's
their
embarrassing.
Their
You
health
should not.
thing.
You should
Not their mental
There
thing.
should be
their
a.
health
It's
thing.
not called a 5K walk and run. It's
It
called a
is.
look at
I
these. Look
think
at the
it
kids
is.
are putting an effort into it.
Oh,
Very
my
nice. How are
goodness.
you? Good. She used to take my class.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you
So
go.
anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
That's
interrupt. You said you did a triathlon or something?
I've done
or?
triathlons.
Oh, you
yes.
have.
Yeah.
What is your fastest mile run,
Oh,
Ellie?
9 minutes.
No,
That's pretty
wow.
good.
Holy crap! I can't even
That's
hammer one out
great.
now.
That was a long
That's
time ago.
awesome.
What do you think? How many push-ups you think you could bang out right now in a
No,
minute?
not very many.
How many?
3.
No, you could do more than 3. I mean, you could
But-
take a breath every
Now,
10
do you
seconds.
swim in the Gulf?
When I swim, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that disgusting though to swim in the Gulf? I mean, you're gonna get eaten by those big giant 90-mile-an-hour turtles whipping by in the Gulf
please,
Stream.
Here we go with that.
No,
Here we go with that.
I like the golf.
Yeah.
I
I
did
was out in it today. I would not. I walked out just up to like knee or waist height to cool off. But you should not go out in the water today. I don't suggest it. They have
Oh,
rip
it's
current.
really it's
Yes.
9-foot
Yes.
seas out there
Yeah.
later on today.
It's just, it was big.
The
I don't know.
Lions-
I don't know.
The
9
Lions,
feet, maybe.
the
I don't
Lions
know.
Club guy's just standing in the way of the race. He doesn't know the
Oh
camera's on
no,
him.
it's all right.
I still want one of those yellow pennies. Where do you think I can get one of those? I mean, I begged enough. I got this this cool hat here.
You have to join. and
You know these
participate.
hats cost $100 each, and I got them for nothing.
Oh, stop it.
Bet you didn't know that, Ellie.
I didn't know that. That's good to
Was
know.
there a casino down here at one time?
There were 2 casinos.
On the beach?
Wow.
Yeah, one at where Gulf Shore Inn is, and one down
Forgot
at
the bell.
Seminole Sands at the end of Connecticut.
Did you
In the,
gamble a lot?
in the 20s, though. No,
In
not
the-
when
yeah,
I
in the
was here. It was
20s.
like,
So it was gone by the time.
yeah, they got wiped out by hurricanes and.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's
So
right.
dumb question, Ellie, because I'm good at
Because
that.
he asked the dumb question.
What? How was it legal to gamble?
Well, I guess back in the 20s they had gambling machines in all the grocery stores and
Really?
everything. Yeah.
And then they got outlawed. I know I should probably know this, but they had gambling machines in the grocery. Like you could just
yeah.
walk in and
You just walk in, and I don't know what they were. If they were slot machine type things or
wow.
what.
I wonder if there's any pictures of those kinds of things around where you could see. You want a loaf of bread or
Yeah, I'm
something
sure
if you're at the
I'm sure
grocery
there
store?
is.
Yeah.
Because apparently there was a place down where the cotton shop used to be. You know where Margaritaville is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They haven't torn it
What
down
do you
yet.
think? What do you think?
No, I
of,
like that building.
what do
yeah.
you think of the Margaritaville going in?
I think it's going to be good for the beach. I really
Yeah.
do. It's kind of a blighted area down there anyway.
Blighted.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I've been saying that and people poo-poo it, but I mean it was kind of nasty
It
because
was
of the
nasty.
hurricane.
Yeah, and I mean it's better than
What it
I
was.
think it'll be good.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite hotel? Like, where you stay at? You probably stay at the Ritz Carlton when you go hang out with your husband somewhere, right?
No, we have an RV. I don't like
Oh,
hotels.
the RV life. What kind of
where
RV?
have you been?
We've been in a lot of places over the years in
Yeah.
different RVs, but I like camping, so we don't
do
hotel
too.
very much.
Oh, I'm an avid camper. I love camping.
You are not at all.
I
Have you
have-
done any of the parks, the national parks?
a lot of state
Good job,
parks.
guys.
A lot of
Good
state
job.
parks.
I think we did Smoky
smoking
Mountain
it.
was a national park.
More walkers.
Everglades National Park.
All the
And
guys
we're
are
going out in the
walking.
Everglades next week to some place called Midpoint.
Oh, I went down to the Everglades and I went through Big Cypress, and I think that midpoint might be right there. And there is
it's right in the middle.
It's right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
It's the midpoint.
Yeah.
And yes, I drove by that campground not too long
Yes,
ago.
I've always.
Here's the thing. I think you're better off. I love the Everglades, but I saw some gators down there, and I have a tent. So I thought, you know what? I don't think a tent would be a good option down there.
Did she tell you the story before the show about the alligator she wrestled?
I didn't wrestle one, but I got some video. I guess now to find out it was doing a mating call, but it sounded like the deepest growl I have ever heard, and the thing was coming up out of the water. It was, I sent it, actually. I sent the video to Everglades National Park, and they wrote back. They were kind enough to write back and say, wow, they knew what it was, but not often people catch that. And I was like, I could have done without that because it scared me half to death.
Ellie, she likes to fancy herself somebody that's into the whole nature thing and
boy.
animal thing. And she thought a couple of dolphins in the water a couple weeks ago, or sharks.
I did.
She
I
went
was
running
worried.
out, screaming like a little
I did
girl.
not go running out into the water. I just, they were going
No, you
so
left
fast.
the water. You weren't
but
running
I have
out
learned
screaming.
now about how to tell the difference with the fin.
Well, anybody knows that, dear.
No,
Come on.
you don't know anything.
So, Ellie, when
do you fish?
Yes.
Do you use a bobber?
No.
Why not?
What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Oh gosh.
Like, have you gone tarpon fishing or just regular?
I've never caught a tarpon. My son's really into that big time.
Yeah.
I love
I don't
tarpon
have the
fishing.
patience for it. If I can't eat it, I don't want to catch it.
Yeah, I feel the same
I
way.
think that's a good idea.
So,
And I love your earrings, by the
Well,
way.
thank you.
I've
What
been
are they?
staring at them. They're just
It is.
adorable.
Yeah.
They're really pretty.
they don't look like shrimp or anything. They're
know,
just
I
regular.
know,
Why
but
are you
they're
wearing
really
your shrimp
pretty.
earrings? You got anchors on your shirt. I like that.
Yeah, anchors
Done
away.
more of the
So,
shrimp theme here.
Do you ever have the feeling when you're fishing with a bobber, like when that bobber goes underwater, you have a snapper on that line. It's the greatest feeling. Like you're fishing on the bottom, and sometimes you snag a rock or you snag the seaweed, and you come up and you don't have crap. But when you see that bobber go down, it's a fish.
It's a fish, right?
Yeah. So the bigger the bobber, the bigger the thrill is, I feel. But that's just me. I mean, you can fish on the bottom if you want. That's fine,
Yeah,
right?
well,
What do you use for bait?
shrimp usually.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
And this being the shrimp festival.
Yeah,
are you
no,
going to
yeah.
eat some shrimp today? You and your husband?
I think we might.
Yeah. Do you know what the record is for the most shrimp eaten in 8 minutes?
I have no idea.
2.6 pounds, Ellie. You should know
It is
that, being a
2.6?
historian
I
that
thought it
you
was-
are. I'm shocked that you didn't know that.
Speaking of that,
2.6 pounds.
No, not that. That she's a historian.
Yes.
What are some interesting facts that people might not know about?
Good
Fort
question.
Myers
Ding,
Beach?
ding, 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 ding.
Fort Myers Beach. Interesting facts.
Yes.
And go. You do
Elliot-
need a little more time.
Ellie, are you really a historian, or do you just play one on TV?
Yeah, right. Well, I think it's interesting that the whole north end of the island, from Crescent Street north,
Crescent
was-
Street North.
was a government reservation.
Government
Oh.
reservation.
Yeah, it
Like
was gonna-
what?
they called it a quarantine station. They were going to put a lighthouse there at one point.
A quarantine station.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Is that where they were doing the syphilis testing and all that, and all
it-
those people,
it
or
never
what do you
happened,
mean?
but I think it was because Punta Rassa was the big cattle place.
Uh-huh.
All right, can you give us a fact a little more current that?
No, I love that one.
Oh, sorry.
A current fact.
Yeah, some factoid that we might not know. I mean, I'm sure
when
I'll know
was
it,
that?
but she
When
won't.
was that though? The quarantine place. Yeah.
In the late
No,
1800s.
good job.
Oh wow. Woo!
Very nice. Walkers.
Wow.
It's only 3 miles, Ellie. You really shouldn't be walking a 5K. You should be jogging.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I think
It's
that
not a
people
5K walk.
people get, it's a walk and a run.
I don't think it's a walk
It
and a
is.
run.
It is.
Is it a walk and a run, Ellie?
It is.
I always thought you could always walk.
I
Yeah.
think you should do if you
are getting out there moving, leave those people alone. They
I am
got
not
up and they
criticizing
moved.
anybody that can hear me. I'm saying there should be jog, walk, jog, walk. They're not even breaking a sweat. But anyway, so what is
Other interesting facts.
Interesting facts.
Ellie, I'm sorry we didn't tell you the questions in advance.
Yeah, well,
sometimes we do that.
That's okay. I don't need.
So, what is your presentation?
What are some of your favorite things about Fort Myers?
Fort Myers Beach, but definitely the water, the golf.
Okay.
The beach.
The beach.
2.
You got 3 to go.
The community, the people.
Yeah.
It's small. It's still got a hometown feel. My kids grew up here, and it was
Nice.
just a wonderful place for. You can trust. You don't have to lock your door.
Right.
You lock your door now, though, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
I
there's
do.
a lot of crazy
I
people
do.
out there. Yeah.
I
You lock
do.
your windows too? I mean, if I went to your house right now and checked, would they all be locked?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't open them, so they might be locked.
Yeah, they might be
You know.
painted shut if you don't open them, right?
Yeah.
Now, are you a big seasheller? Do you go
No.
out? No, not.
Do you lock your car doors?
Yes,
Yeah,
usually.
sometimes, not all the time.
Not all
Do
the
you
time.
have a dog?
We do.
What kind of dog do you have?
A beagle.
Oh, that's not very good protection.
Oh, boy.
No,
Ellie.
no.
What is
But
your
they bark.
Yes.
what does your
Oh,
husband do for a living? Is he a historian too?
No, he's in real estate.
I see. Isn't everybody these days in real estate?
Yeah,
It's got to
right.
be a rough and tumble job now to try and sell something if you
Yeah,
can
there's
find
something
it.
to sell.
So,
Have you ever done the 5K run? Ray?
Oh
Walk?
yes, I was
Yeah.
telling Bob that the very first one they did,
Uh-huh.
I ran it with a friend who was a good runner,
Uh-huh.
and she won for the women's.
Oh,
what was
nice.
her what was her time?
What was I have no idea. I don't even know if they had time then. The
They weren't
track
even
club wasn't doing it. It
clocks
was
weren't
just-
even
you
invented
just
back
run and
then.
come back.
You
I
just
see.
won, and if you cross the finish line before anybody else, you won.
You got a present, and she
That's-
got her name on the shirt for the next year. It was
Oh,
pretty cool.
wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice
Yeah.
thing. I like that. I mean, not that I would ever be able to win, but I think that's a great
Yeah,
thing.
it was a good
I think
thing.
that's a
Yeah,
good
and
thing.
if you're not in first place, you're in last place. That's my
Yeah, well.
motto in life. If you're not in first place, you might as well just turn around and go home.
Have you
right?
ever gotten your name on a shirt other
if
than
I-
ones you printed
No,
yourself?
I put it on my shirt. That's how I do it. So you were saying you ran the race, and then Kim interrupted you, and you were going to say something
no,
fascinating.
I ran the
after
race.
that.
I've run it quite a few times, I think, over the years.
I like to run like a quarter mile and do 30 push-ups, do another quarter mile, do 30 push-ups. They should put a pull-up bar somewhere so I could hammer out 20 pull-ups. I think that would be kind of neat. Don't you think?
Yes,
I mean,
do.
I think that if more people were fit and in shape,
Thank you for
Ellie,
being polite to him, but I'm giving you permission to not be.
Ellie, I think
So-
if more people were fit and in shape like yourself, there'd be less deaths and less COVID deaths.
Well, I'm sure there would be.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
You're very non-political. You're very down the road. I appreciate that. I know my wife's trying to jiggle you or throw you off your base there. But so your presentation is going to be fascinating.
How
Next
is
week.
it structured? Are you
Yeah, how
are
you
you
doing
gonna
it?
are you doing it chronologically or how you doing
Chronologically.
it? Okay. Are you doing like every decade or
Pretty much.
okay.
Yeah.
Decade
What
by
was
decade.
the most what decade saw the most change, do you think? I'm not gonna hold you to it. I'm not gonna go statistically research
I say the
this.
50s.
The 50s
and the 60s.
That's
Well,
when it really
that's when it started developing. I mean, the first condo, 59, was the privateer.
okay.
That was the first co-op. And it was 10 years later that Leonard Santini did Leonardo Arms. And that was the beginning of the
Kind of the boom.
The
yeah.
growth.
Yeah.
You see, there's a two sides of every story. Don't you think so, Ellie?
Sure.
People that like the growth and people that want it to go back to the way it was. Where do you stand on all that?
Well, I like the way it was, but I don't think that's very practical.
Because things change.
We were in Cedar Key. You been up there?
Oh, I love it there.
And
Where's that by?
It's it's
He's like, have you been there? Yes. Where is it by?
It's about 60 miles west of Gainesville.
Oh, of course.
It's on the coast,
Never been there.
but
It's too far
it's
away.
really hard to get to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it hasn't been developed yet. And when you go there, it's like this used to be.
Oh, you're not going there, are you? You're not leaving us.
No, but
Cut
what
it
I'm
out.
saying, we were there, and
In
there's
your
pros
RV.
and cons to it. There's not many places to
Right.
you know,
Right.
There in one street, the
Gotcha.
entire downtown. The one hotel is pretty dilapidated.
Yeah.
And so it's got that feel that it used to have here, but it doesn't have all the amenities that we got now. So
No, we don't have
I
any dilapidated hotels on this beach, do we? That you know of?
No.
No.
I just think that when you have, you have a beach access area that's this close, it's so easy access. It really was a matter of time before it was going to get really developed because beachfront. Where are people going to go with such close access to everything and still be on the beach?
Are you asking me that? Was that a question
No,
for me? You
I'm
didn't
just
tell me
saying
the
in
questions for
general,
me
it's
before
not
the show.
surprising to me how it's developed.
So,
because-
Ellie, here's what my thought was. Sometimes my wife rambles
we
about
go.
things. I would
Is
like
that
to
guy
do.
getting in trouble?
He did get in trouble. He wasn't listening, and I thought there was going to be an incident. The police want people off the roads because they're going to start the parade, and this guy was riding his bike. He's got one of those bikes. That would have been fun if there was an incident right in front of the show. I could have whipped the camera around. Ellie, I think we should have like a historian roundtable where it's you and it's AJ and Lee, a little toned down Lee, and we have Anita. No politics, just history, and it's archived in the library and at the Historical Society forever. And it's just hours and hours of you, whatever the number is, Fran Santini, shooting the shit about the history of Fort Myers Beach, and you're just remembering things.
Right.
I just think that would
stories.
be so
Yeah.
fascinating 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when there's going to be even more growth, and you can put pictures to it because of the pictures that are saved on the historical website. And what do you think of that idea?
That's a great idea.
Thank you.
Yes.
I didn't break the bell out, dear, or
It
you
should
know it'd be
be-
ringing the bell.
It would be nice to have it video and audio, so
Right.
people could get
And
the feel of the stories.
Unfortunately, I'm bringing this up now, and I'm not trying to be a downer, but I went to the ceremony for Dan Hughes last weekend at the Mound House, and it would have been awesome to have him sitting at that table too, because of his mind was snippety snappity right to the end there, and how much he put into the Mound House and the other efforts to get the community incorporated and things like that, and it just involved in everything. And everybody loved Dan Hughes like everybody loves me. It's odd to find people like that.
Do not
in society.
do not put yourself in the
I
category
know.
of with Dan
Everybody
Hughes.
knows
I
that
am
it's-
checking you on
Everybody
that.
knows that there's not even a comparison.
It's not
Please.
even
I'm very
close.
sorry. I don't know if you noticed. I can be sarcastic, and
Wow. I'm
I
glad I
should have
fixed
warned
that.
you of that at the beginning.
Glad I fixed
It's
that.
10 minutes to 10 o'clock. Ellie, what are you doing today? What is your plan? What does a historian do on a Saturday on Fort Myers Beach?
Well, I'm going to hang out down here for the parade, then
Yeah.
go down to the Times Square and
Nice.
walk around, and
Spend some money.
then if it starts raining, I want to.
Over time, were you able to save a lot of money in your life?
No.
No, I feel the
That
same way.
was like
I didn't ask
way
her how
out
much
of
she
left
made.
field.
I didn't ask her how much she made. But you'll go down to Times Square and Lynn Hall Park and spend some money, right? You'll buy some
Yes,
nice
of course.
earrings,
Yeah.
or maybe some shrimp earrings
Yeah,
to
I mean,
replace the
all
ones you
sorts
have
of-
there.
Yeah.
Now, when the road went through there, how different was that when you could drive through Times Square?
Oh, good question. We got a good question from our live studio audience.
Okay.
My phone is so hot right now. I'm afraid that the Wi-Fi is going to blow up.
Can she answer the Times Square one, and then
If you think that's an important question.
Yes, and I don't get into that too much because that mostly was in the 60s. I mean, it was
Okay.
like that in the 50s, but in the 60s was when they changed it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it was pretty. There was a lot of businesses down there.
Now look at that, Ellie. There's a dog with
There's a dog with
It's
a
so look at that. That
shrimp
dog is so
costume
friggin'
on.
hot. It's so hot right now. Now, how did those people get in their vehicle? It's crazy.
Well, they're getting
sometimes.
an escort, so
I
I
see.
imagine that they're.
So now I'm trying to remember my question. Oh yes, my
Something on
question
there.
was: how many hurricanes have you been through?
Oh,
Rough estimate. I know that's
I mean, a
kind of
lot of
putting
little ones, but big ones.
all of them.
Donna, Charlie, and
Donna?
Irma.
Yeah.
How bad was Donna?
Donna was the worst. That
Yeah.
was in 1960.
That took
He's
everything out.
making fun of that because that's my mom's
Oh
name.
shit! I see. I
So-
wasn't even thinking of that.
Oh,
dear.
yeah,
How dare
you
you?
were.
Honest to gosh,
Sorry, Mom.
I was not.
And she's
how
so
dare you
sad
say that
to
about
not
me?
be here.
She usually comes, and
She usually comes,
she likes to co-host. She likes to hobnob
Yeah.
with the people. She
but
signs
there was a
autographs. I don't know why.
scheduling conflict.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, my wife didn't want to pay the extra $20 for her ticket.
No,
she's a cheapskate right here.
It was a scheduling conflict.
So you're gonna when's your next RV trip, by the way?
Well, next weekend we're going to the Everglades.
Nice.
Are you gonna tent somewhere, or you just hang out in the RV?
Said with the RV.
Yeah. Hey.
And we just said you would never tent in the. I would
No,
not.
you
tent
said that
in the
because you're a
Everglades.
sissy.
Oh,
so,
please.
What are you gonna do when you get down there? Like, you go to the Everglades, you see a couple alligators, and then what the hell's left?
Well, we're meeting. Friends are coming down from Lauderdale to meet us, and they got a car. So there's I don't know what it's called. It's some kind of a scenic route.
Oh, okay.
That I've never been on, and
Yes.
you need a vehicle to do it.
And I will tell you to just be careful. It is a rustic road. I tried it with my car, and I have an old car, and there wasn't cell service, and I was by myself, so I went on it for a little bit and said, I don't think so. I mean, it's doable with a regular car, but you just have to go. You have to go slow. You have to go slow.
So when you guys get down there in the RV, you're gonna drink some wine, or what is your drink of choice?
Course.
What do you drink? What's your favorite
bourbon.
drink? Oh,
wow,
very nice.
Love you.
How many drinks of bourbon can you put down before you have to nap or something?
Oh no, 2 is my limit.
2, yeah. Do you feel like you can function after 2, or you gotta?
No, I'm good after 2.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm okay.
Do you have a specific bourbon, or you kind of?
It's getting
Not
crazy
really.
out here.
No.
So, do you have to nap during the day on a regular day?
I meditate.
Oh,
Nice.
Every day.
How do you do that? Like, maybe I should meditate because I feel like I
yeah,
got to
might
take a
be
nap
good for
every
you.
half hour. Did you just take a shot at me, Ellie? Did you insult me somehow?
Well, it's perfect. We're clipping that. That was the best one of the day.
Why should I meditate? I mean,
That
it's
was-
like somebody tell me to take yoga. I feel like it's what am I going to get out of that?
Or a chill pill.
Like when you
or
meditate, you
medical
just
marijuana.
doesn't that mean like sit in time out and don't say anything, just be quiet? Isn't that what
No.
meditating is? Listen
No,
to
I've
water.
been doing this since I don't know, probably since I was 25.
I love
So
Wow.
it's 50, almost 50 years, and I just started with TM, Transcendental Meditation,
Uh-huh.
and then I've just sort of morphed into what I do myself. But I just go down, and it's just kind of like a
It's taking a nap, really.
sort of. But you're aware of everything. I mean, if
Is it
someone
like-
came into the room, I would hear.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is it like being hypnotized? Like
sort of. And
oh
you're like
wow,
kind of floating.
I see.
it-
Do you
it's-
start saying crazy shit
How
too?
long do you meditate for?
About 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's all. I take a
Wow.
nap for about 30 minutes. Yeah.
I could not quiet. He could not quiet his obviously for more than 30 seconds, but 40 minutes. That's amazing.
And
Well-
it wakes me. I mean, then I don't nap. I mean, if that's a nap, yeah, it's like a nap.
Somebody
So-
said you're the beach Betty White.
Oh, that's good.
That is
That's
that's
nice.
definitely
That's-
nice.
that-
Good
I
job,
love
Mikey.
that.
Good call on
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. On that note, we will let you go and hang out with your husband and watch the parade. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and organize that round table
Okay.
if you'll
Yeah.
help me.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Right.
I mean, Lee is a fence sitter, because you'll decide on that. You guys will take a vote.
Okay.
Why do we
What
need
is this
guys?
on the
All
island?
women.
You're going to
All
vote him
women,
off?
yeah.
All right, Ellie.
All right,
Ellie,
well,
thank you so
nice
much.
talking
Thank
to
you.
Thank you
Talk-
so much.
All right, everybody. Ellie Bunting, a historian. She's going to be at the library next Monday, right? Next Monday? What time? 7:00 in the morning. Holy crow. At night.
7.
Sorry. After she meditates. All right, everybody. We are going to, here's the deal. I'm going to, if you want to go to the bathroom and get a drink or something, I need to shut this down and restart. So if you want to watch the parade, because the parade is also going to be broadcast on the Shrimp Festival Facebook page. So we're going to lock this down, shut this down, and then we're going to relaunch. You'll see it. So if you want to watch the parade, stand by. It's going to start shortly. Say what? Yes.
Are we going to be announcing
Yes,
the
we're going to
floats
be
and stuff?
Yes,
Okay.
we're going to be announcing the floats. We're going to flip the camera around so you can see everything. I know you want to look at our hats and all that, but I know you'd rather
I
see
think
the
they've had
parade.
enough.
So stand by for the parade. We're going to shut it down and we will relaunch shortly. Bye-bye. She was awesome.